Ever wondered what makes Alamo Steakhouse in Pigeon Forge so special? Well, nestled in the heart of the Smoky Mountains, Alamo Steakhouse has been serving up unique, mouth-watering steak dishes for years, making it a must-visit destination for steak lovers far and wide. Its reputation precedes it, with its tantalizing aromas wafting through the mountain air, beckoning all who pass. This isn't your run-of-the-mill steakhouse, oh no. Alamo Steakhouse is a cut above the rest, a place where every dish is a culinary masterpiece, each one more enticing than the last. Today, we'll be delving into the heart of this steakhouse's menu, exploring the unique steak dishes that have patrons coming back for more. From the Rio Grand ribeye to the El Presidente porterhouse, and even a 20-ounce bone-in ribeye that's so divine it's almost criminal, the Alamo Steakhouse is truly a meat lover's paradise. Now, let's explore what's grilling at Alamo Steakhouse. First up on our menu is the Rio Grand ribeye steak, a 12-ounce cut that is as flavorful as it is hefty. This steak, my friends, is a culinary journey that begins with a hefty cut of meat and ends with a flavor explosion that will have your taste buds dancing the salsa. Now, let's talk marbling. What's marbling, you ask? Well, it's those beautiful little streaks of fat you see running through a cut of meat. And in the Rio Grande ribeye, it's more like a river than a stream. This heavy marbling is where the magic happens. As the steak cooks, this fat melts and infuses the meat with an unrivaled richness and depth of flavor. It's a natural seasoning that truly brings out the best in the steak. But the marbling isn't the only thing that gives the steak its full flavor. The cooking method plays a huge role too. At Alamo Steakhouse, they've perfected the art of grilling. The steak is seared to perfection, locking in all those lovely juices and creating a beautiful caramelized crust that gives each bite a delightful crunch. And the result? A steak that is as tender as a love song, as juicy as a summer peach, and as flavorful as a spice market. It's a steak that transports you, bite after bite, to the heart of Texas, where the cattle roam free and the BBQ is king. It's a steak that makes you feel like you've crossed the border, without ever leaving your seat. So, if you're a lover of all things meaty and delicious, if you appreciate the finer things in life, if you're always on the hunt for that next great flavor adventure, well, then you're going to want to sink your teeth into this. Because the Rio Grande ribeye steak isn't just a meal, it's an experience. If you're a fan of full-flavored, robust steaks, the Rio Grande ribeye steak is a must-try. Next, we have the El Presidente porterhouse, a house specialty fit for a king, president, or general. This cut is the epitome of indulgence, a culinary masterpiece that's got everyone talking. The El Presidente porterhouse is a unique fusion of two beloved cuts of meat, the filet and the strip. Imagine having the best of both worlds on your plate. The filet, tender and buttery, practically melts in your mouth, while the strip, robust and flavorful, offers a delightful chewiness that meat lovers crave. Together, they create a harmony of textures and tastes that will have your taste buds dancing with delight. Now let's talk about how this magnificent dish is prepared. The steak is carefully seasoned with a blend of spices that perfectly complement the natural flavors of the meat. Then it's seared on a hot grill, locking in the juices and creating a beautiful, mouth-watering crust. The steak is then finished in the oven to achieve the perfect level of doneness, ensuring that every bite is as succulent and flavorful as the last. But the magic doesn't stop there. The El Presidente porterhouse is served with a side of rich, velvety sauce that elevates the dish to new heights. The sauce, made from a reduction of beef stock and red wine, adds a touch of luxury to the dish, enhancing the flavors of the steak and creating a dining experience that's truly unforgettable. And let's not forget about the presentation. The El Presidente porterhouse is served on a warm plate, allowing the steak to remain at the perfect temperature throughout your meal. It's a small detail, but one that makes a big difference, ensuring that you can take your time to savor every delicious bite. So, whether you're a seasoned steak connoisseur or simply a lover of good food, the El Presidente porterhouse is a dish that's sure to impress. With its unique combination of cuts, expert preparation, and exquisite presentation, it's a steak experience unlike any other. With the best of both worlds, the El Presidente porterhouse is a royal treat. Moving on, we come to the steak, a 20-ounce ribeye that's so delicious, it should be illegal. Now, one might wonder, what makes this steak so special? Well, my friends, it's all in the bone. Yes, you heard that right. The steak is cooked with the bone left in, a traditional method that does wonders for the flavor. You see, as the steak cooks, the bone heats up and imparts its own unique taste to the meat. It's a little bit like the way a fine wine develops character as it ages. The result is a steak that's rich, succulent, and absolutely packed with flavor. But it's not just about the bone. The steak is a hefty 20-ounce cut of prime ribeye. That's right, we're talking about a full pound and a quarter of beef, all on your plate. This isn't some dainty, delicate piece of meat that's gone in 2 bites. This is a steak for those who love their food hearty and substantial. It's a steak that demands your attention, a steak that you can really sink your teeth into. And let's not forget about the taste. Oh, the taste. Ribeye is renowned for its rich, beefy flavor, and the steak is no exception. Every bite is a symphony of taste, a celebration of all that's good about steak. The meat is tender, juicy, and full of flavor, with just the right amount of marbling to keep it moist and delicious. It's a steak that leaves you satisfied, a steak that leaves you wanting more. In short, the steak is a masterpiece of the steak world. It's a steak that stands out, a steak that makes a statement. It's a steak that's unapologetically bold, unapologetically delicious. And it's a steak that's waiting for you at Alamo Steakhouse. For those who crave a hearty bone-in steak, the steak is the perfect choice. Last but not least, we have the prime rib, slow roasted until tender and juicy. The prime rib at Alamo Steakhouse is a gastronomic marvel. It's a symphony of flavors and textures, an opus of culinary expertise. Here's how it happens. The chefs start with a prime cut of beef, carefully selected for its marbling and quality. It's this marbling, the tiny streaks of fat intertwined with the muscle, that gives the meat its juiciness and flavor. But it's not just about the cut. The preparation is equally important. The prime rib is slow roasted in special ovens. This is a process that demands patience and precision, as the meat is cooked over a low heat for an extended period of time. It's a labor of love, really. The slow roasting allows the marbling to melt, infusing the meat with flavor and tenderness. And the result? A prime rib that's so tender it almost melts in your mouth. It's juicy, it's flavorful, it's everything a prime rib should be. But the culinary journey doesn't stop there. Oh no, the Alamo Steakhouse goes the extra mile to enhance this flavorful experience. The prime rib is served with a zesty horseradish sauce. The horseradish, with its sharp, peppery notes, cuts through the richness of the meat, adding a whole new dimension of flavor. It's a game changer, a flavor enhancer, a must-have with every bite. And then there's the au jus. This is a light gravy made from the juices that naturally ooze out of the meat during the cooking process. It's served on the side, ready to be drizzled over the prime rib at your discretion. It adds a savory depth to the meat, complementing its inherent flavors. So, there you have it. The prime rib at Alamo Steakhouse. A harmony of flavors. A testament to the art of slow roasting. A gastronomic gem that's not to be missed. For a succulent, slow-roasted experience, the prime rib is the way to go. There you have it, an exploration of the unique and mouth-watering steak dishes at Alamo Steakhouse. We started our journey with the Rio Grand ribeye steak, a 12-ounce cut of heavily marbled meat that packs a flavorful punch. Then we moved on to the El Presidente porterhouse, a house specialty fit for a king, president, or general, offering the best of both worlds with a fillet and a strip in one. We then savored the steak, a 20-ounce ribeye with outstanding flavor, thanks to the bone being left in during cooking. So delicious, it should be illegal. Finally, we ended our culinary journey with the prime rib, slow roasted in special ovens until tender and juicy, served with horseradish sauce and au jus. Whether you're a steak enthusiast or a foodie looking for a unique flavor experience, Alamo Steakhouse in Pigeon Forge is the place to be.